Hey everybody, welcome back. Wow. Oh my god, I'm never doing that again. Alright, so after we defeated the douchebag demon, I leveled up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this energy barrage, I think. I might later, I might go through down to get this, which lets you bring your friends back to life, which is pretty great. But I might also just have Dorian do that. But I was looking through everything in between episodes, and I think we're gonna go with this, just to have some more attacks for the moment. So now we can create an energy barrage. And let's see. Oops. Go through our character record here. It's not gonna let me switch to anybody else yet. That's cool. So let's loot this box. We got some elf fruit. Yay us. This is part of having a bunch of shit. I'm not gonna use it. So just ignore the exclamation point that's gonna show up on the map, because it's this. I don't want to use it. So we're gonna open this door, and holy fuck, everyone. Hi. Hi. What's up?
That's the Herald of Andraste.
So everybody thinks I'm like the shit now. They think I'm sent by like their god. And
She stopped
yeah.
the breach from getting any bigger.
So we're gonna go talk to Cassandra. Because, well, first of all, the thing on the right says we should. And also because we can't do anything else except collect materials until we talk to Cassandra. So, yeah, we're gonna go do that, and we can read stuff. But other than that, you know,
Have you gone completely mad?
we gotta go talk to Cassandra.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Suck it, dude.
Disregard that and leave us.
I tried to say douche and dick at the same time. If you were wondering what the
You
fuck
walk a
that was.
dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Alright, so again, I've done all of these. I don't really like any of them. We're gonna go with this one.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Fight me.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Cassandra agrees.
Someone was
Fight
behind
us.
the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they
So
died
if you
with the others.
played the
Or
first two games,
have allies who
Leliana
yet
is
live.
one of the
I
romance options in
am a
Dragon Age Origins,
suspect?
which is the first game.
You and many others.
I
But not the prisoner.
love
I
Leliana.
heard the
She's
voices in the
an
temple.
unrepentant
The
badass.
divine calls
So
to her
is
for help.
Cassandra.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
Okay. I've done this one. You know, like, I kind of want to go the super religious route just because I don't think I've done that one before. So, yeah.
The wall before me is shadow. Yet shall the Maker be my guide.
We lost everything then. Out of nowhere, you came.
The breach remains. And your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
Sorry, I'm laughing
You
at
know
my
what
cat.
this
She's,
is, Chancellor.
being
A writ
major
from the
dork right
Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
I love Cassandra because she's the personification of the fight
This
me
is
attitude.
the Divine's directive.
But
Rebuild
like,
the
she's
Inquisition
also
of
like super
old.
conflicted and trying to
Find
do the right
those
thing,
who will
which
stand against
we'll
the
get into
chaos.
as the game goes
We
on.
aren't ready.
I love her character.
We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
Also, look at Leliana. She has hips for days. All right.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
Alright, so, like, these options are eh. I've done all three of these. I usually like to go
If
with,
you're
like,
truly trying to restore
this is my
order,
life now, I'm here for
That is
it,
the
let's
plan.
do this.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
Intense handshaking! Commenced. And completed. I love the music in this game too. Like, I want Dragon Age 4 so fucking badly. It's not even funny. Yellow Lady is Josephine. We'll learn more about her in a bit. But she's gonna be real important to our life cause. So I really enjoyed this game, and I had it on the PlayStation 3. And then I got a PlayStation 4, so I bought the Game of the Year version. And there's 2 DLC things that I was super fucking down for. Okay, so the castle you just saw was the Templars. This is Red Cliff. This is where the mages are hiding out. And it's just kind of, we're letting everybody know, this is the shit that's going on. Cullen, you weren't even smashing the right thing. Oh, sweet baby. You tried. Just the cutscenes in this game, there are a lot of them. And some of them are super epic. And like, I always find it interesting to see like how the characters are, like what the game makers had in mind, and you really see that the most in the cutscenes, because you see how they hold themselves, how they interact with people. Alrighty. Let the game begin. So, here we are. We could go fuck shit up, but we're gonna explore Haven. So this is Haven. There's things here for us to take. Fucking rude. And there's people for us to talk to, and it's just kind of like, yo, explore the world. Find shit out. So there's a couple things we can do. We can talk to Solus. I don't really like talking to Solus. I don't really like... He's an interesting character, he's important to the plot.
Look who's
like,
back from the dead. Again.
I just...
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Well, thank you for
I didn't
making me
realize.
not die.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you can pay me back by fixing the wood.
I'll get right
Name's
on that,
Adam.
yo.
I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to
Seeker
actually
Pentagast is
do
Cassandra.
that.
Alright, so I can ask him a bunch of questions, but this is the important one,
Is there anything I can do to help out?
because
We're
this will give
fine
me a
as far as
quest.
raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Alright, cool.
Farewell.
So here's where you can equip potions. Right now we have this. We could equip it, but it costs self fruit, so we're not going to do that. Do you know why?
Let
So
me
we're
know
gonna
if
go
you
over
need
here.
any.
Upgrade potions. So, personally, the healing potion's the only one I really use. So, we got a lot of shit to collect to increase this. I don't really use tonics, and I don't really use grenades. I don't. I don't have an excuse, I don't have a reason, I just don't use them. So we're gonna loot this. Woo, close. I guess we can talk to Solus real
The
quick.
chosen of Andraste. The blessed heroes sent to save us all.
I didn't ask for this, but someone has to find a way to seal this breach.
Spoken nobly indeed. You think I'm mocking you? This age has made people cynical.
Like, he's got a decent sense of humor sometimes. He's just...
I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations.
He's just not my favorite,
I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
He's extra. He's super extra, he's super into his thing.
The kind who makes the world a better place.
It isn't always that easy, but I wish you luck. I will stay
I know there are some people who
at least
fucking
until the
adore
breach has
his
been
character.
closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Also, is that like a shoe around his neck? I don't know. So, I hate all of these options. Cassandra won't protect you. Your fears do matter. But we do have bigger problems.
The giant hole in the sky trumps any other concerns. We can worry about the rest later.
Yes. Who can say what this world will look like when we are done fighting for it? But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Sorry about that. I had to adjust my headset because it was pressing on my ear awkwardly. So we can root around in people's houses for shit. Reading things gives you XP, which is why I spend time doing it, because the more power I have, the more power we all have.
The Maker has revealed to me, as there is but one God, one life, one death.
I feel like
door just like you asked, Flitter.
this character. I haven't done Archer before,
Master Harry
because like I said, I like to get up close with things.
What can you tell me about this area?
Adarna's Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harris is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segret. His prices aren't too high. Yet. Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
So yeah, I mean, I can actually say goodbye
Farewell.
and not
Goodbye.
be rude, but you can just like piece off conversations too. It's kind of funny. All right, so gimme. I want all the things. We're gonna go talk to everyone's favorite dwarf, Varric. Hi, friend.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
This is all bullshit. I usually go with these two.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
I'm still not sure I believe any of this is really happening.
If this is all just the Maker winding us up, I hope there's a damn good punchline coming. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going.
I enjoy
Heroes are
Varric's
everywhere.
entire
I've
character
seen that.
story his
hole in the
lines
sky.
are some of my favorite.
That's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
He's one of those characters where I'm like, 100% yes, here for this. Please don't ever change. So I'm gonna take some of that shit. There's some notes I'm looking for. There's one. Patient observations. It's talking about me and my hearty attempt at dying. Alright, we're gonna go talk to Thren because it's gonna open up another quest before we go outside the walls of the sanctuary. Woo! Jump. So, hi Thren, what's up?
Any circle mate wanting to join needs to speak with Cullen or Cassandra. Apostates too, I suppose. Oh, you're her. Thren. Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Alright, cool. We don't really have to talk to her anymore
Make
after
her go
that.
with you.
I mean, we can, but I don't wanna. We just gotta go. No?
Thanks for checking anyway. Can I help you with something?
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials.
Sorry, I thought
So
you
I've
didn't
put
have to
up a
talk to her
requisition
through
list
this
for
prompt,
anything that
but
could
you
help
do.
our people.
And
Here,
then
take a
here
look.
you go,
You find
Inquisition
some iron
weapons.
and a good login site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Alright, now we go away.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
So requisitions are not necessary, but, you know, they're helpful.
My creator, judge me whole.
So
Find
now
me
we're gonna pop
worthy
down here.
of grace.
We can deal with this douche. You can buy
Got
things
the door
from him.
again, Flisser.
but-
Don't know how it keeps
Meh.
breaking.
Whatevs. So we go out here. There's some people fighting. You can't talk to Cassandra, Cullen, or Leliana at the moment because of what you see up in the corner. They're waiting for you. But they're gonna have to keep waiting. Because I got shit to do, you know? So this will also give me a bunch of stuff from like my previous games.
Decent cavalry,
We're not gonna be using it either, unless I hit it on
I heard
accident.
Seeker Pentagast
Which
might
might happen.
try to acquire suitable mounts from Master Jenny.
So there's that.
I knew you'd be fishing around for what the higher-ups are doing.
And then you modify the armor. So this is what I'm wearing. And then I can add these. And so it adds magic defense, which is cool. Yay! So there's that. Talk to this guy. Hi, friend.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Quite well. Odd. I'll survive. Quite well. Let's be nice.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits.
I'm sorry if this makes
My
people sick.
deal's either
I'm really bad at
demons,
just like
apostates,
sitting still while
whatever
these
this
people
world
talk.
throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Alright, cool.
Goodbye.
Right.
And then that one was just like modify your armor, which is why that box is there. But I already did it. I don't know what's in this box. Oh, a bunch of stuff. So, I guess I can show you this. I can make a staff. This is armor crafting. My
You
bad.
need something, let me know.
Weapons! Alright, so that's 32 damage per second. What's my current weapon at? 29. Alright. I guess it's worth it. So, craft this. So, we have onyx. So, like you can see, for staffs, if I had enough iron, it would do electricity damage. But this one will be an ice one. I guess that's fine. And then 6 willpower or magic. I don't have enough for those. So I guess we'll go with this. And then you craft. I have created the Resolute Staff. That's the only schematic I have. So we'll back out.
Right.
Oops. Go to the inventory. Resolute staff. So now I have that bad boy. And see, now we can change other people. Okay. So we're gonna leave Cassandra with the Morning Star and the Griffin Shield. Solus. We're gonna give you this Acolyte Fire Staff because it's just one stronger. And then, like I said, for Varric, Varric's got Bianca. Also, he doesn't have enough. It's restricted to not Varric. So actually, if you read this thing about Varric, Varric's crossbow is a marvel of dwarven craftsmanship, clearly the work of a master, but she bears no smith's mark. Pretty much, he won't tell anybody who he got it from, or, you know, whatever. But it's his, only Varric can use it. It's badass as fuck, just like Varric. Alright. Let's see, Templar helmet. Yes. Good for you. Oh, wait. We're gonna give Cassandra this. And then nobody's level 9. Or level 6. Alright. So, whatever. And then here's some of the stuff we've picked up. These will sell in a second. And weapon schematics, and then armor schematics, and then these are not that one, but this is usually where you find your requisitions, and then potions. Alright, so before we sell a bunch of our shit, we have to go talk to Maeve, who is in the Chantry, and we shall do that. But there's also a couple other things we can do, so this is going to be our quick run through today of Haven. We're going to go up here and find Tegan's notes. We're going to find the logging stand. And we're going to do this. And then we'll do that. Alright. So, not that. Let's go out here. And this will all go really quick because I've done this a bunch of times before. I am going to collect a ton of Alfred notes. We need it. In order to up our healing potion. Which will be super helpful. Yeah, so there's just this cabin out here. And like the first time I played this, I had no idea how to do any of this shit. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
There must be something here.
And I never thought that I could like really explore outside of Haven. But you can. You can go wherever the fuck you like. So these are the notes that you need for Adon. There's nothing really lootable in here. So before we do that, we're gonna... This just helps me find out where I'm going in the map. It makes it so I don't get quite as completely fucking lost as I could. Take some elf fruit. Take some elf fruit. Away! Alright. So, if you run around here, eventually, there is a logging stand. And, Lord knows, first time I played this, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know that logging stands were a thing. Or that, quarries, which will be a thing in the future, are a thing. And I was just like, I can't complete anything. Fucked. This game sucks. But no, it doesn't. I was just being stupid. Whee! It'd be really hilarious if this ice was actually slippery and you jump and you just like go ass over tea kettle. And you're like, well, I deserve that. But it's not. So, all the way back here. All the way back to town. Our lovely defensible walls that will never, under any circumstance, be broken. I don't think there's anything in here. Yeah, and you can see it's just highlighting that nug, the golden nug. But I want nothing to do with it, because we're gonna try and do this, like, completely fresh. completely fresh, completely free. So, we're gonna go up here. One of the things about this game, like, you get horses and shit later, but I wish you ran just a little bit faster. Alright, we're gonna fill this. Ta-da! Craft item. Done. And you get influence for it, which will be important more in a bit. Alright, let's do this shit. It's cutscene time! One thing, I do have a problem with my game where it crashes randomly. I'll try and cut that out if it happens, but it's annoying as fuck.
Does it trouble you?
Does it trouble you? It's fine, I guess.
Not really.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
It's really hard for me to not just, like, skip through these cutscenes because, like, I know what they're saying, but it might be important to whoever's watching for some continuity. Sounds dangerous.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist.
Cassandra, you're the biggest pessimist to ever pessimist. It's kind of hilarious. Our friends!
You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Hello, pretty man.
It was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
One of the things I enjoy about this game is you don't have to choose the Templars
magic poured into
romance
that mark.
Cullen.
Might destroy us all.
Kind of
Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Well, that was quick.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a mage, the Herald of Andraste.
So the
that frightens the Chantry.
a mage part, it
the remaining
changes,
clerics have declared
so
it
if you're an elf, she says an elf.
And we, heretics, for
or
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
Or dwarf.
It limits
I
our
haven't
options.
done dwarf playthrough
Approaching
yet.
the mages
It's
or
on my
Templars for
to-do
help
list.
is currently out of the question.
They aren't more concerned about the breach? The real threat?
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
I
The
love
Chantry
Cullen's
is telling
outfit. I'm
everyone
gonna say
you
that
make it worse.
8,000
There
times.
is
You're gonna
something you
hate
can
me
do.
by the end
A
of this
Chantry
playthrough for
cleric
saying
by
it,
the
but I
name
love
of Mother
his outfit. I
Giselle
love Liliana's
has
outfit
asked
too.
to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find
I'm
Mother
sorry, I keep
Giselle
yawning.
tending to the wounded in the
I hope it's
hinterlands
not
near Redcliffe.
super
Look
fucking
for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's
Josephine's
think of
super
other
cute,
options.
too.
I won't leave this
I love
all to
all
the Herald.
most of these characters, I should say. There's a handful that when we encounter them, you'll know. I'm not shy about my opinions. All right, so this magical eyeball of floating truth. This table looks super barren right now, but trust me, once you get later in the game,
Chancellor
it's just
Roderick
covered in shit, and you're like,
Could you
how
try
the
not
fuck?
to antagonize
But
him?
okay.
If I have
Scout
found
the
a man
hinterlands.
serious, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
So you've got connections, which is going to be Josephine. Secrets is Liliana, and Forces is Cullen. there are other missions that you'll have to choose between those three. Sometimes it's a matter of how quickly the mission gets done. Sometimes it changes the result of the mission. So, Mother Giselle was last seen in the hinterlands outside Redcliffe, tending refugees who fled the fighting between the renegade Templars and the apostate mages. The latest reports suggest that the vicious struggle between the two groups has spread to the hinterlands, catching the refugees and Mother Giselle in the middle. It is vital to protect her and, if possible, restore order to the area. So, like it says, these two are not participating, but if they were, they would have... Yeah, I'm working on it, fuckbag! They would have little blurbs. So, if Giselle dies, any hope of Chantry support dies with her. My scouts will slip past the fighting, find her, and protect her with their lives. So, okay. Yeah, there's fighting and douchebags, and fighting douchebags, and... That's Scout Harding. She's awesome. We're, you can flirt with her, but she's not a romance option. But, she's pretty great. She's... I guess not a main character, but you see her a lot, and, like, they could have just made her boring, but they gave her some sass, they gave her some good character, so I enjoy Scout Harding's appearances. New area unlocked. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horse master of Redcliffe, who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. Alright, accept report. Normally we would venture forth and go run about the hinterlands, but we've still got shit to do in Haven. We now have access to missions and operations. Woohoo! So, rescue missing soldiers in Ferelden. That requires power. We only have one of those, as you can see over here. This has been completed. We can gather money, and then scout the Storm Coast also requires power. This comes because I have the game version. Alright. So this one, deal with the relatives of the Trevellians. You are a Trevelyan. So this is your family. Dear Lady Montelier, is it true distant relations of the House Trevelyan are claiming close friendship with the Herald of Andraste? A boast is one matter, but boundaries and tact and decency appear to be invisible to these Montebanks. I think I said that right. During a ball in the South Quarter, I witnessed a cousin 5 times removed from the Lady Trevelyan threaten to have the Inquisition fight his rival. He quickly left the party after I made my connection with the Inquisition clear, but the problem stands. We must deal with the Herald's relatives taking her name in vain. Lady Buttlefort. So, as you can see, these all have the same time to complete, but Cullen, the Inquisition isn't a name we can throw around lightly. We should openly denounce these people. Liliana, there are ways to indicate our displeasure without tipping our hand. I'm not saying we send assassins, but the rumor of assassins. This sort of thing is inevitable. Your relations may become much more circumspect if we promise them future favors. So, we're gonna go with Cullen.
Alright.
Go punch bitches in the face. What else we got here? Hard Hightown 3, Varric's Revenge. Ruffles. Ruffles is Varric's nickname for Josephine. I need a favor. Actually, let's call it a loan, since I'll pay it back. I got a letter from an editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me Hard Hightown 3, The Repuncheoning, appeared in print from an Antivan printer a couple weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. I had my contacts in the Merchants Guild look for the author a couple years back. Best they could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that whatever the fuck that says is a pen name. I could have told them that for free. You've got contacts with the Antivan print houses. Maybe you could find out more than the guild, Varric. So, Josephine takes 15 minutes to do this, but Liliana only takes 12. Cullen would also take 15. If this author has evaded the Merchants Guild, the Crows might be a better choice for investigating him. So, we're gonna send Liliana out to do that.
Let's see what we have.
And then we can talk to the Terran of Highever or address the nobleman's concerns. Herald, your Inquisition says it is For order against chaos, reason in the darkness. If you stand by this, come forth and drive the heretics from my lands. They claim to be refugees, but I have seen elves and apostates among them. Filthy savages tearing at our roots. Our own monarch refuses to send forth arms, and my own knights were decimated at the conclaves. Blah, blah. I require your aid to return peace to my lands. Prove your loyalty, and I will see you richly rewarded for your faith. Praise the light, Lord Kildern of Ferelden. Yes, Lord Kildern, a pariah even among his peers. Let us send a polite refusal and nothing more. So, yeah. We're gonna go with Josephine because she's the only go fuck yourself option. And that guy's a dick. So, sorry, I just punched myself in the face. So that's the war table. It's gonna be a constant way you function throughout the game. We will go to the hinterlands next episode, but we've got a couple more things. So we're gonna go in here and
the Inquisition cannot remain
because why
if
not?
You can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to
really wasn't
introduce
intending
you
for
to
this
the
second
brave
episode to
soul
be this
who
long,
risked
so
her
I'm
life
really sorry,
to
guys.
slow
I'll
the magic of the breach.
try to be better about this.
Sir
future.
Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
So, again, these options just kind of...
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock. We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us.
Some of the clothes
She would,
and the
in fact,
masks in this
trust
game,
us to
I
forge
just...
new alliances to the benefit of all.
What even?
No matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
I do
You
love
expect
Josephine.
more people
She's
in
really
Haven?
badass.
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they
War
depart.
Table's really fun because Josephine
An
is
ambassador
usually
should
like
ensure the
political
tale is as
outmaneuvering.
complimentary as possible.
Liliana's solution is always to go into the shadows and stab people, and Cullen's just like, let's beat it with a stick. I'm glad you're here.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montilyet.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths.
But so
please
Josephine and
excuse me.
Liliana are
I've much
old
work
friends,
to do
I
before
guess.
the day is done.
Not I guess, they are. But this is the reason we came in here. Turn in research.
We will study that.
So when you do this, you get bonuses on like your defense of certain
For she who trusts in the Maker, fire
attacks.
is her water. As the moth sees light and goes toward flame, she
alright.
should see fire.
Let me double check here. So, let's return these notes to Adon real quick, and that'll be the end of the episode. So, we're gonna run over here to talk to the guy who makes the potions. Yeah, I will do my best to not sing because I'm bad at it, but it is what it is.
And
You're back. And in one piece.
Here you go.
You said you thought Master Tajin was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
Awesome! So now we have the Lyrium potion, which is super helpful because I'm a mage. And yeah, So, that is everything at Haven. Next time, the Hinterlands, I do believe. So yeah, have fun, you guys. I will see you all, well, I won't see you, but you know what I mean. Next time. Bye!